Okay, we're recording now. Since that was so botched earlier, we're going to go back and redo the whole thing, okay? So, it looks a little blurry. I'm Carolyn Page, and this is our team group live for February of 2021, okay? I want to welcome everybody, and we were going to cover 3 things tonight. What you need to do for taxes, Scentsy Club, and then we're going to talk about Orville's keynote speech from 2012, Scentsy Family Reunion. Very enlightening. So first and foremost on the taxes. If you're not doing this, you need to right now separate Scentsy from your household, okay? Don't have the monies all meshed together. We have a separate account. Actually, when we get paid from Scentsy, it does not go on that card that they send you. I didn't even activate the last one that we got. It goes directly into our Scentsy checking account that we have here at our local bank, okay? And then we go from there. The other thing you need to do is keep up with your mileage, and there's apps that you can get on your phone where you can keep up with it that way, or you can do like I used to recommend to everybody, a little fat notebook and keep it in your car, and then whenever you're out and about, just write down where you went, what you went for, and the mileage on it, okay? Keep up with that way. But those are that's one of the big things you're going to get for expenses, okay? I printed out our profit and loss statement from 2019, and it's got all of our income that went in and our expenses on our automobile expense, gasoline, the whole 9 yards. What we do though, since we're incorporated, I turn in the mileage from January to our accountant, okay? And off of my car, it's the Scentsy Mobile. And then he takes so much of that as personal, and the rest of it is mileage for our business. Then on Gary's truck, if we have a show from out of town, he will, we write it down where we went. I actually do it like once a year. I go back to every show because I've written in my planner where the show was and what hotel we stayed at. And so I figured the mileage back and forth each day, and from our house to the venue and back to our house. And then I come up with our mileage, and then I pay Gary Page from our business account, whatever the mileage is the government is allowing for businesses that year, okay? And so that takes care of the mileage on the truck. And then if you've got any business licenses, like we have to buy one in Murray, they came and got all direct sales people that live in town have to have a business license. And you also can't smoke in my home, according to them. I'm like, well, you can't smoke in my home anyway. But if I were a smoker, I'd smoke where I want. Anyway, another thing you want to keep up with, be credit card fees, bank fees, Square, if you've got fees for Square, PayPal fees, all of that's write-offs. If you meet a team member and go out to eat with them, put on the back of your receipt who you were with, and turn that in. So much of that gets taken off. I don't think Mike gives us the full amount, but he gives us a certain amount of that. And then I need to turn my phone off, don't I? She has no idea that I'm re-recording. Okay. New consultant gifts. is a business supply. We keep up with that. Postage and delivery. That's what's going to save us from 2020 is postage and delivery. Anytime we turn in an order to Scentsy, I print off all receipts. You know, you get the, when you can expand all on the order page, down at the bottom, print all receipts. I print that off, and then I go back and however much I paid from our credit card, it gets divvied out in QuickBooks on here, okay? Everything gets itemized from that. And I go through and I add up all the shipping that we paid and that the customers didn't pay, okay? Because our customers normally, unless they order just straight off of our website, they don't usually pay shipping. But, you know, I divvy that out where it needs to go. So we've got our shipping and our postage that we do. Also, I use stamps.com, and I have a scale that I ordered from them. And so I can go on there. It saved us so much money in November and December, when we were shipping a lot of stuff to our customers, and we could do UPS or USPS. So now we pay $18 a month to use that, but my postage stamps are 51 cents, but I can print off whatever I want on that, you know, whatever I need, not whatever I want, but whatever I need, okay? We talked about professional fees. Whatever you pay your accountant or your tax person, that's a tax write-off. Door prizes, host gifts, frequent buyer bars, any type of loyalty program, put that under advertising, okay? I go back and all of our frequent buyer bars that we give away, that's all under advertising and promotions. And your website, your warmer and scent of the month, anything like that, that gets taken off under advertising. Business supplies would be like things for convention or anything that you're going to use, stuff that you buy from the consultant store. Those are business supplies. I bought some new totes. I think I showed y'all that. Bought some new totes that hold the big honking testers that we have now, because the ones that you buy from consultant store does not hold them all well. And so that's business supplies. That's where that was taken off. Team call gifts, new recruit gifts, that's all business supplies. He takes it off of that. So our cell phone is business. It's a utility, and I think he takes like 75% off of that. And the other 25% he's saying is, and I'm going to yawn, he's saying it's personal, okay? But be intentional on every receipt that you have for your business, every order that goes in on, and I'm pointing at my desktop when I do that, but every order that goes in needs to be itemized somewhere, okay? Anything that you're paying for on that order, it needs to be itemized somewhere. Any website, any e-commerce, that all needs to be in under advertising, okay? Then next we were going to talk about Scentsy Club. And I haven't said a whole lot about Scentsy Club over the years because they were wanting to take a 10% discount on it, okay? So there we go. So I was kind of hesitating, waiting on how they were going to do things, they being Scentsy. Well, what they've done is they quit saying that they were going to only pay 15%, and they have given the customer a 10% discount. And this you'll find on page 7 in your catalog, okay? And with Scentsy Club, orders of $30 or more get 10% off. So when they do that, we're getting paid 10% less on our stuff. That gets them the 15%. And orders of $60 or more gets the 10% off, and another Scentsy Club product for half price, including whiff boxes. So that would be great. Get a whiff box for $15. Be great. Okay, so now I'm going to give you the positive spin on Scentsy Club. Right now, Gary and I have over $500 worth of Scentsy Club orders in February. And most of our customers started Scentsy Club because they wanted to always get my bar, okay? Always get your bar. And so I really didn't push it except for the always get my bar. And then we have customers that they are getting whiff boxes. They want to get the whiff box. And so, you know, I get, for our club, I get the whiff box in it. And then every 3 months, I get 3 bars of something that you can't get year round, like snowberry and strawberry swirl and cherry clove chutney. And then I get one every month that has the whiff box in it, and it's got some of the other bring back my bars that our customers ask for, but I know they're not going to make a Scentsy Club order or an account for it, so I made it up myself. There were some questions on our original meeting that didn't record. If we have 2 clubs, say one is monthly and one is quarterly, how can we avoid paying shipping twice? How can you get those put together? I'm going to get with Kevin Kirkpatrick. He is kind of over club. I'm not sure what his title is this week, but he's been with Scentsy for a long time. Really super guy. I'm going to get with him and get that answer, and then I will post that on our team page, okay, on that item. So that's Scentsy Club. And like I said, it's on page 7 in the catalog where you can read about it. And do encourage your customers to do that. You know, it's not every month we have 500. Sometimes we have more. Sometimes we have less. But anyway. All right. The other topic was Orville's keynote from 2012. And he talked about, I think the reason this is important to me is it's stuff that we hear all the time, but I wasn't there at that Scentsy family reunion. Gary and my sister went. Our brother had gotten really, really sick, and I stayed with him, and I didn't hear this speech. And I'm not really sure if I'd been there, if it would have clicked at the time anyway, because lots of times at events like that, I'm thinking, what do we need to do for our team? What do we need to do this and that? And so I listened to it right after the first of the year, and it was a big aha moment for me, okay? The 4 chords he talked about, and I've posted this video link twice since the first of the year. So if you haven't watched it, please take time to watch it. It's really, really, really good, okay? Great information. But he talks about feeding the campfire and having enough wood for the campfire for everybody. In 2012, we were having a dip, okay? We for sure had one in our family then, but there was a dip, and he talks about that. We're going to be having, I think we're having a dip right now. Last year was hyper growth, then it's like, and then we'll work again, okay? So he was talking about don't stand up in the theater because the person behind you can't see the screen, and then everybody ends up standing up. And what he's getting at is somebody's trying to take more of an advantage of an opportunity instead of sitting back and sharing the campfire wood and the warmth. Okay, those that keep scooting up closer to the campfire, there's people behind them that aren't getting warm. So he talks about that, but then he goes on to say the 4 chords, and there's 4 chords that make up most every song. And so there's 4 chords to our business, our Scentsy business, that when we work all 4 chords equally, will be a success in our business, okay? The first chord is he says to do home parties. Well, this is 2021. That was 2012, almost 10 years ago. Wow. And, but do parties, do virtual parties, okay? I had these on earlier, I turned them off. But do parties, do virtual parties, and I'm doing virtual parties. Trisha has done a buku of them and recruited well from them, but I did several right before Christmas, and I finished one up yesterday, and I've got another one that's going to start Monday, and then I have one set up for March. So, and I'm also sending out those totes to the local ones. And if they're not local and they want to do a virtual party, if they want to get the testers, I'll mail them to them so that they can, for their local folks, can smell, okay? Smell the scents and see what they want to get. So do parties, be consistent, and keep it simple. Be consistent in selling 500 PRV every month. Do that, and you're setting yourself up for when you start building your team. That's going to help you be able to be paid on your downline once everybody hits all the numbers, okay? And we've talked about those numbers. They're the streams of income. They're listed on that. There's also the numbers you need to meet. There's a cleaner version, more updated version that I've got on the team page that you can look at. But be consistent in selling 500 PRV every month, and teach your new consultants, new recruits. Everybody preaches 200. Teach them to do the 500. And that way you can promote. Get you enough team members you can promote. But Orville says to do 4 parties each month with 5 ordering customers. 4 parties, 5 ordering customers. And if you do a party every week and have at least 5 ordering customers, then that's 200, at least 200, 200, 200, 200. Okay, so work it that way until you can reach the 2,000 per month. At 2,000, you get a 5% bonus. And that's something that we shoot for every month. And believe it or not, last year with our shows were all canceled, we hit it every month, and we earned the annual sales award. Okay. Trisha's not far off of it. We have until April 30th. It goes from May 1 through April 30 on the annual sales award. And the annual mentor award does the same thing for your recruits. Okay. You have to have 14 that certify. And then I forget how much money you get for each one. Food for thought. The annual sales award, you get $1,000. Okay, $1,000. Put into your checking account or put on your card or in your pay portal. Okay. But if you work your business until you're hitting $2,000 a month without, you've just been working your business doing that sets you up to where you have time. Then you just work the other chords. You're going to be, this is working over here for you. You know what you're doing for that. Now spread out and make sure you're working the other chords too, okay? So the second chord is sponsor new consultants. It's sponsoring, okay? And be generous and share their party with them. If you have a new consultant, a hostess that's hosting a party for you and they want to join, give them their party. You're reinvesting into your business, okay? They don't always stay with you, but then I can go down the list of our frontline that are still with us that, yeah, we drove and did their party with them and gave them the party, okay? And then we've had them join that did tote parties. So share the business and sponsor at least one new consultant a month. That needs to be your goal. My goal is to sponsor 3, but if I could just do 1, that would be great. Okay, the third chord is great customer service. Give more than you take. Communicate often with your customers. Let them know what's going on. Check with them and see if they got their order okay or if they needed anything else. And what I've been doing is going back last year, people that ordered online, I'm mailing them a catalog, or people that normally we would see at the state fair, I've mailed them a catalog, and I'm keeping up with those that I've mailed the catalog to, and then also tracking if they placed an order to the ones that I've mailed the catalog to so far. I've been trying to do 4 or 5 a day to get those out with everything else that I've got going on. But communicate with your good customers, okay? As a matter of fact, one of them that we normally see at a big event that we usually do, like last weekend, we would have been doing it. She and her family come around and they always buy from us there. Well, I sent her a catalog because I knew we weren't going to be seeing her. They canceled the show. And she texted me today a picture of her order, what she wanted to order. And then I got it all done. She sent me her credit card. And she said, she sent me a text that said, I meant to make an order for Christmas, but we had a tragedy on Thanksgiving night. Her daughter's husband had a pulmonary emboli and died. He was 31. They have a baby girl that's 3. And these are just good people. And she was asking me to pray for them. These are people that I would not have known have we not been doing Scentsy and doing that show. And they come around, and I guess people, I had another vendor ask me one time, she said, why does everybody stop and tell you their life story? I said, I don't know, but I guess I just got that face for it. But I worked for a doctor for a long time, and, the patients would talk to you and stuff. I guess that's just where it comes from. But good customer service. That woman's got a lot of Scentsy consultants between Murray, Kentucky and her, but she orders from us. So be consistent and communicate with your good customers. Also communicate with your team members. Nurture our future leaders. We want to nurture them, and we want to praise those who set goals and meet them, not just those that are always the top earners or the top recruiter or whatever. We want to praise everyone that is working their business, okay? Another thing on that he talked about with great customer service, Orville blended this in with that. To reach director, I guess you're not going to reach director if you don't have good sales, right? To reach director, you need to have 5 personal promotions and 35 team promotions to stay at title of director. Think about it. 320 team promotions are what it takes to stay at superstar director level. So, like I said, go back and listen to him in the video, and this will all fall into place for you. He actually says how many promotions you have to have before you can be there, and then your team has to have before you can be there. It's kind of mind-boggling, but we're there, okay? We made it to that title, so it's doable, okay? The 4th chord is improve yourself. Make sure you want to identify your weaknesses and tweak those. Find out how to be stronger at them, okay? Whatever it is you need to do, your weak points, make those stronger. Contribute more than you take. And if you're a new consultant, strive to be a star consultant. If you're a star consultant, strive to be a director. If you're a director, strive to be a superstar director. And if you're a superstar director, like us, we need to strive to be in the circle of excellence. And to be in the circle of excellence, you have to have 6 first-generation superstar directors under you. And we have 1. So, and there's only 3 that are in the circle of excellence. The first consultant ever, Deanie Morehouse, and then our upline superstar director, Nicole Furlan, and Lindsay Bates. She got in it last year, I think it was. But we need to strive to work all 4 chords equally, okay? And one thing I've been doing, I started it this week, is I am putting on our team page intentional post for each chord. Monday is about parties or orders or selling, okay? Tuesday is about sponsoring and how to recruit. Wednesday is about customer service, different things you can do, even on your workstation, to help with customer service and the customer, driven that way. And 4 is improve yourself. That different videos that can help you build your business stronger. And then on Fridays, I'm doing compensation. Something about compensation will be on there. And it would behoove you to participate. We've had several turn on and participate, and I think that's great. I'm getting every bit of it from our training tab on our workstation. I will use some of the videos that I have done in the past on some of the compensation, and maybe some others as I run across it, okay? But I hope this was beneficial to you, and I appreciate you all getting on there. We had fun playing bingo, and that's on there, but this didn't record well. So it is now, okay? So we will talk with you. Our next team group live will be on March the 18th at 7:30 Central Time, okay? Thanks so much. I appreciate you all.